Hello everyone, my name is Joel Humamoy, and in these exercises I'm going to show you the following objectives. First, we will know how to use conditional formatting. Another is how to use concatenate function. We will know all this. Number 3, we will use find and replace functions because under the requirement, we have to change our ID number to our own pathway number. Then next one is the Vlook-up function, which we are all familiar with, very important function. And as an alternative, we will use also the index and match functions, or I call it as reverse Vlookup. And then in our dashboard, we will use drop-down list, and also we will use smart art graphics. Okay, to begin with, first, we have to identify the names which are not found in the summary list, but their names are found in the table, and also vice versa. There are also names which are found in the table but cannot be found in the summary list. Now, this format or template is actually the standard template to be used in our accounting for payroll purposes. So all these names here are taken from our master list. And then this table here, all the data are the actual time in, time out of our employees. And they have this corresponding totals for the regular hours, overtime, net premium, late, rest day duty, and the rest day overtime. So the data is taken or was taken from July 11 until July 15 only, just for purposes of these exercises. So we're going to begin now. First is I'm gonna copy all these names in the summary list. Okay, so just click Control Shift arrow down, then right click. Okay, and I will paste it in the sheet 2. Just click column A and then click paste. Okay, so here, and then for the table I'm gonna click column C to copy all the names, then right click copy, and then in the sheet 2 just click B and then click paste. All right, so to begin with, we will now use the conditional formatting. Okay, so click column A and B, then click again the conditional formatting, choose highlight cells, and then duplicate values, and then in the arrow down just click unique, and then there's an option here, and in my case I'm gonna click the green field with dark green text, and then click OK. All right, so in this case we can immediately identify that the name Bino is formatted, meaning to say his name is present in the summary list here, but his name cannot be found in the table. So meaning to say he doesn't have an actual duty, or he doesn't have time in, time out in this table. Okay, so with that we can just easily delete his name in the master list. Okay, all right, click delete. All right, and then go back to sheet 2. We will find another highlighted name if there is, or if there is any. Okay, so this one, the name Aquino is highlighted under the name in the table, so which means to say that Aquino, although he is present here in the table, but his name is not included in the summary list. So in this case, we will find the name of Aquino here. Okay, so there is Aquino Henry. We will copy his name and then copy. Then we will put here at the bottom. Okay, to include his name, we will sort this again by choosing last name, first name, and then Control Shift arrow down, and then click Sort Filter, Custom Sort, and then choose last name, and then click OK. So we'll check if Aquino is included already. So there you go. um, Henry Aquino is now included in the summary list. Okay, another important um, information that we have to remember is that if you encountered or if there are two or more names in the list, you have to use the concatenate function. So in this case, we have two Safras, and it's very important to use concatenate because by the time you use the Vlook-up function, the error will appear. So I'm gonna explain it later what is the importance of the concatenate function. But for the meantime, in the table we will concatenate their names. I believe their names are located in the bottom. So here we can find Sapra Ellen, so we will move it to the right, and also for Stephanie we will move it to the right, and then we will concatenate now. Just type equal and then choose Sapra, type Anzine, and then click Ellen, click enter, then copy this one and then click and hit enter. All right, so we're down now with the concatenate functions. Another important is to use now the VLOOKUP function. Okay, but we will remember these two Safras here. All right, okay, let's begin with VLOOKUP. So let's type equal sign VLOOKUP BL, just hit tab key for shortcut, and then our lookup value is this cell. Don't forget to hit F4 or for anchoring, and just anchor the column, and then type comma, and then for table array, we'll go back to our table. So for purposes of convenience, just click column C going to column L. As you can see here, it's pre-selected. Okay, so don't forget again to hit F4, anchor that, then type comma, and then the next one is column index. So I believe the regular hours is in the fifth column, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so type 5, then type false for exact match, close parenthesis, hit enter. All right, then drag this going to the right. All right, if you notice, I have put here numbers. These are the corresponding columns in the table. So it's not really arranged as like this in the summary format. Okay, so it's very important to have these numbers. All right, so I'm gonna change this to 6 and then 9. This one is in the column 10. Okay, this one is 7, and this one is in column 8. All right, we're done here. And then select all this information, and then in the fill handle, just double click. All right, okay, we have all the data necessary for this table. Okay, now for the two Safras, since we have concatenated their names, of course, it will appear the NA errors. So we have to refer the formula. So just click this cell, and then in the lookup value, okay, just insert and then select ln, and then hit again function F4, only the columns, and then click enter. All right, and then drag it and change again to 6. Then this one is column 9. Okay, next is column 10. This one is column 7. And this one is column 8. All right, so after that, just select all and then drag. Okay, let's check. So Sapra Ellen has 24 hours regular hours and 16 night premium, and Stephanie 48 and 8. Okay, let's check. So for Ellen and Stephanie, so Ellen has 24 hours and 16 night premium, Okay, 24, 16, and 48 and 8. Let's check. So 48 and 8 for night premium. Okay, I think we're now ready for this data, but we have to put also the ID number. Now, in this case, if you remember, Vlookup is only applicable when the data or the reading of the data is going to the right. It will not be applied, or it cannot be used when the data is going to the left. So that is why there is index and match functions as a good alternative for the VLOOKUP function. So in this case, I'm going to use this function. So just type equal, just type index, then open parenthesis, the array will be the ID numbers. Okay, just click column A and then hit F4, anchor it, comma, then type match. All right, open parenthesis, and then for the lookup value, okay, we have lookup value here, which is Albarina. Okay, Albarina, and then type comma, and for the lookup array, of course, the name, just click the column C only, then hit F4 again to anchor it, and then type 0 for the exact match, and then close parenthesis and another close parenthesis, then hit enter. Okay, there you go. And then after that, just double click the field handle and the corresponding ID numbers will appear. And then in the last one, there is an NA errors again. So we have to repair the formula. Okay. So in this case, for the lookup value, just put N and then click ln and then hit enter. Okay. And then you can drag that. Okay. So ln is 2019-07-22. Let's check. 2019-072, and for Stephanie 2020-02-18. 2020-02-18. Okay, so I think actually this data is now ready to be sent to accounting for payroll purposes, but we have one requirement first. I have to change my ID number, and I'm gonna use the find and select functions, or you can use Control H. All right, so I'm gonna find my ID number, all right, in this table. Okay, so I can remember my ID number, so that's 2006-0831, and I'm gonna use that for my own pathway number, so that's 2010-6200. Okay, so I'm gonna find all. So there you go. So this is my ID number. So I'm gonna change that or replace that with my own pathway number. So I'm gonna hit replace or click replace. So it's already replaced. And as you can see in the summary, it's also replaced here. All right, that's all. Okay, so we're now ready for the dashboard. Okay, for the dashboard, I'm going to show you how to make an independent drop-down list, and of course, my newest discovery is how to use the smart art graphics in the dashboard. Okay, so in our dashboard, just click the insert tab and then choose or click this smart art. Okay, so we have options here. There are so many graphics that can be choose from. So in this example, I will choose the basic, this one, I guess. Okay, click OK. All right, and then I can also use this format or design, and then I can right click here. I can right click here to ungroup. Okay, I will hit again right click and ungroup it again, because I don't need actually this um, this object here. Okay, I only be needing this blue one. All right, then I can move it here. Okay, and I can adjust that like that. All right, and I can also make a copy for that. Right click, copy. I click again, paste, move it there. Okay, and then another copy, move it there. So um, if you notice, there are 9 rectangles, because in our summary we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 headers. So these rectangles will be used as our headers. All right. Okay. So the good thing about this one is we can link um, this this figure here, or I mean this graphic, to our header. So like this one, just click this one, type equal here, and then in the summary you can use, or you can click ID number. All right, because once you change this one, like badge number, okay, it will also change to automatically to badge number. So I'm going to make that big and change the font size, uh, okay, font style, like this one. All right, and increase that, make it big, put that in center. All right, okay, so that's it. So I'm going to make that again, going back into ID number, so it will automatically change here. All right, and then I can copy that. uh-huh okay, later. Okay, for this one, gonna use this for the last name, enter. This one is for the first name. Okay, enter. This one is for the regular hours. Okay, next is overtime. Enter. This one for rest day duty or Sunday duty, and this one for rest day overtime. Okay, this one is for night premium. Okay, and the last one is for the tardiness or late. Okay, so to copy that, this one, I will click this format painter, and then click here, and then another one, I have to click all this using control key, select that. Okay, and then I'm going to use F4 function. All right, there you go. And then after that, we can, or I can change also the color of these graphics. So in this case, I'm going to change that to red. I'm retaining that only for this one, and then this one. Uh, okay, gonna use another color. Right. So it's up to you. You can choose more colors here. Okay, so this orange. Okay, so and then you can also move this up. Okay, to make a space, and then uh, also this one to make a space also. Right, so I'm gonna move it further up. Okay, and this one, and this one, I will move this also. Okay, so for for my drop-down list, I'm going to use this portion. I'm gonna merge this, and then I will make a drop-down list. Okay, I will click Data tab, and then Data Validation, click List, then type equal, and then for the last name here, I'm gonna click this one, Control Shift arrow down, then click OK. So there you go. And then we can now use what we have learned in Vlookup. So in Vlookup, I'll use this one. Okay. So okay. So I'm gonna type equal Vlookup tab. Then my lookup value is this cell. I'm gonna anchor that. Okay. Then type comma, and then my table array will be in the summary. Okay. This one going there. Then Control Shift arrow down, function F4, and then for the column number, for the name is column 2, and type false, close parenthesis, hit enter. Alright, Alcocer Theory. Now, this is also one thing that we have learned in our previous lesson. Just drag it, okay? Just drag it, and then if this is 2, we will change this to 3, to 4, to 5, to 6, to 7, to 8. Okay, let's try it. 9. Okay, it's no more, so we can now delete this one. Okay, and then we can now drag this one, transfer it here, here. Okay. So it's very easy and very convenient. All right, and then close again, and enter. All right. Oh no, I think I have to do it again.